Guys, Derwin Patterson here. Just letting you know that View Squalor is the best, and his draft skills were amazing, and he got the best draft out of all of us. So that's what Derwin has to say. Now, really, truly, there were in the top 32. There were two superstars. The Chefs got one. So let me show you a superstar here. There you go, a 78 superstar, 79 superstar. It's going to develop quite well. That's pretty phenomenal. And then the Bengals got the other superstar right here, this outside linebacker. So the other one's a little better, but this one could develop into a phenomenal player because superstars are superstars. There were 3 stars. The Jets got a star, the 49ers got a star, and the Browns got a star. And then the rest were quick development, no slow developments, but there were two first round picks that were normal development. All right. And one I can't find, so I'm not even sure that he's really truly a thing. But yep, it was us. We have normal development. That kind of sucks. Sad face. Our pick wasn't that great. Our second pick was good, but our first pick was not great. Our second pick was probably the best first round pick because it was an 83 overall and quick development. And I guess they're star development players. So those guys are pretty good too. So Brown's got a star player. All right, here comes episode 13.
Guys, Aaron Rodgers is excited for the great offer and to stay with the team. SAS paid him 5-year, $175 million deal to stay with the Packers for the rest of his career, I would assume. So so there you go. 5-year, $175 million deal for Aaron Rodgers. He just wanted a 1-year, $34.5 million. And we just said, no, take all our money. Anyways, so we're set at quarterback for at least 5 years, I would assume, unless he retires early. Now that we got Aaron taken care of, here is our free agents this year, and it's a doozy. Mike Daniels is next, followed by Kenny Clark. Kenny Clark is important, much more important than Mike Daniels. So I'm going Kenny Clark next. In week 5, Blake Martinez, who has 82 speed, man. Good linebacker, but 82 speed. Brian Bulaga wants some money. Corey Linsley wants some money. Mason Crosby wants some money. Dean Lowry wants some money, which I could probably skip. Skip. We should skip. Maybe keep him and skip him. So one of these guys is gonna have to. Man, he wants $5 million a year. He wants $4 million a year. It's not really that big of a difference. Blake Martinez, he wants some money. Kenny Clark wants some serious money, but we need to pay Kenny Clark. I don't know if we can even pay Kenny Clark. How much salary cap do we have left? Oh, we have $47 million. Well, we just don't have any cash right now. So we have to wait. We're broke. Alright, got some college players to scout here. Let's see what kind of draft choices we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, 4 quarterbacks in the first round. 5. A lot of quarterbacks. Quarterback heavy class. Oh, what are we going to need? We're going to need like a guard gonna probably have to draft a guard again. There's only one decent guard in this draft. So if he's a high round pick, then guard is off the list. Unless we pick another position and switch positions with him. Which we get 2 a season. So that might be a possibility too. Alright guys, we are a quarter way through the season. Let's take a quick look at the standings. The Packers are 3-1, so we're just going to do NFC standings. So tied with our Giants, the Cowboys, the Packers, the Saints, and the Eagles are all 3-1, and the Rams are 4-0. Go figure. So next thing we're going to look at is we're going to look at our schedule. So here's what happened with the Packers. Came out and we had a little bit of a Super Bowl hangover, and the defense just could not get it going in the first, meaning that Dak Prescott didn't really do great. Aaron Rodgers threw a pick and 2 touchdowns. Rushing wise, you'd see no one really dominated anything, but except for Devontae Adams apparently. He had a great game, but we just could not stop them. So Josh Jones had an only sack, no interceptions. Dak Prescott and the Cowboys won the game. The Bears came to Green Bay, and as you can see by that score in halftime, the Packers were dominating. They just were just amazing. And then the third quarter, the Bears, got 10 points going. So it was what, 34-10. And then in the fourth quarter, it was not good at all. It was not good at all. Tyreek Taylor came to life, and Aaron Rodgers just stopped working. And see, there was no real rushing, receiving wise. We just could not stop Allen Robinson for a while there. But look at Cordell Patterson, 160 yards. He was killing the Bears. 2 touchdowns in the first half, and then I don't know what happened. He just took the rest of the game off. But yeah, the Packers had some huge yardage that game. See, 160. And defensively, there's again no interceptions. That's kind of a problem in this season so far, but at least we got some sacks in there. And the Packers won in overtime against the Bears. And then Minnesota came into town, and you can see by the score here that Minnesota kicked a field goal in each quarter, and the Packers scored a touchdown in each quarter. And then they even went for 2 for some reason in the fourth quarter and got it, but Aaron Rodgers dominated Kirk Cousins. And rushing wise, Dalvin Cook had a good game, but only 3.5 yards a carry, so that wasn't that great. Receiving wise for the Packers, wasn't a great receiving game for anyone, but there you go again. Cordell Patterson just brought him in to be a punt returner and kick returner. He seems to be doing really well, and it's a good signing. And we're going to talk about that more in just a minute here. Oops. And then finally, the Bears came. We went to Soldier Field, and the Bears took the lead in the first quarter, and then they just got crushed. Aaron Rodgers 4 touchdowns. Tyrod Taylor had 3 interceptions. A 22 quarterback rating, so you know how that is. Rushing wise, Marquise Allison finally showed off that first round talent of his and averaged 5 yards a carry on 116 yards. And it wasn't even like he had an 8-yard long, so it wasn't like he busted out a huge long one. He was steadily chugging. But the defense struggled a little bit. Even Ty had a great rushing game, so it was all around a very good rushing game for the Packers. And then we had Clay Matthews had a sack, Mike Daniels had a sack, and we had 3 people with interceptions. So that's how we got to our 4-1 look. Let's look at the statistics for the Packers to see who is who's the person Leading the team. Well, the quarterback controversy is not a case. 14 touchdowns, 2 interceptions for Aaron Rodgers after signing a $175 million extension. So 5-year, $175 million extension for Aaron Rodgers, the only free agent I've signed so far. It kind of cost me a lot of cash, so I'm kind of in the negative right now. But Aaron Rodgers is playing very well this year, rushing wise. As we projected, Marquise Allison is now the leading rusher, but the touchdowns need to come up. Ty Montgomery is getting some play time, but I think Marquise will slowly pull away from Ty Montgomery. Aaron Jones is getting some light duty, and Aaron Rodgers ran the ball once for 4 yards. Receiving wise, there, I thought Cordell Patterson was phenomenal and everything, but Davante Adams is still just having a game. So we got a good 1-2 here. Here's our rookie that we drafted, who is still doing well, but as you can see, the average per catch here, or per reception, Cordell Patterson is amazing that way, but he is not as good, even though he is lightning fast. Jimmy Graham's got 5 touchdowns and is doing pretty good, all the way down to Jamal Williams having a catch. Defensively, first quarter looks like this for interceptions. A bunch of ones. Nobody with some good picks. But sacks-wise, I think we're doing okay. Let's see. Mike Daniels has 4. So that's 16. I mean, we're halfway through, 4 games through. So 12 more games to go. So, and yeah, the sacks aren't great. The defense itself is kind of, the front 7. It's great against the run, it seems. But these linebackers this is good. These 2 right here. Wilkinson, yeah. These guys are good, but there's no stars on this defense except for Mike Daniels and Kenny Clark. And Kenny Clark is wanting to he wants to be signed too, so he's my next person to sign. And then if I have money, we're going to try to get Mike Daniels. The way Madden changed it now, that 28 isn't like you're going to fall off the face of the earth. Mike Daniels, he wants a 5-year deal. So I think I'm going to try to get these 3 done. And then the rest of these guys, unfortunately, are going to be cap casualties because I just don't have the space to do any more signings. So last week, once again, Aaron Rodgers won Defensive Player of the Week, so that's 2 out of 4 for him. And yeah, that's pretty good for him. He's doing pretty phenomenal. So let's look at his EXPs. So he gains a level. He just needs 70,000 more experience to gain a level. Let's compare that to Deshaun Kaiser real quick. Yeah, he needs 4,000. So he just needs 14,000 to get to his next level. Aaron Rodgers needs 108. How about Davante Adams? Yeah, his isn't that bad either. So 108 seems pretty far away, huh? Ooh, look at that. Mike Daniels is going to level up soon. I don't know how the XP chart works here, but it's age-based. That's probably why Kenny Clark's is so low and Aaron Rodgers is so high. That would mean that Mason Crosby's probably really high too. 58,000. Yeah, it's got to do age-based somehow. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but there we go. We are going to continue on our season. Thanks for watching. Hopefully when the half a week season goes. Oh, you know what? We want to look. I'm sorry. I just realized before I cut the video. I'm not cutting the video. Before I stop this part of the video, I wanted to look at Randall Cobb. Let's see what Randall Cobb is doing for his new team. I'm pretty sure he's a Washington Redskin. In week 16. Week 16, I'm gonna go and look up. I'm starting a new one. I'm starting a Where Are They Now? So any Packer that gets cut, I'm gonna track if they're out of football, a free agent, or on a team. But Randall Cobb, I'm pretty sure he went to Washington. We'll have to look real quick here. Yep, there he is. Oh, he's third on the. He's behind Paul Richardson now. Huh. How's his stats look for the year? Season stats. Oh man, Randall Cobb, 4 receptions, 57 yards. I mean, if you look at his contract, he's making $11.3 million this year. Oh, Washington's got some buyer remorse there right now. Yeah. Oh, this is by game, huh? Oh, we could just look at it right here. 2 touchdowns. Who's their quarterback? Alex Smith, throwing the ball around. That was amazing. Okay. Mike, View Squaller here. Good job on the game. It was a close nail biter. It shouldn't have been. You guys were way ahead in the beginning, 21-0, and then you just stopped scoring points. You gotta stop doing that. Look at that. It had to go to overtime. It was not. It shouldn't be this close. I mean, the quarterback's playing great. Jai had a huge game, but it was a 70-yard run. So you take that out, he actually had 23 of 80 versus 23 of 119. But that one run, receiving wise, Packers defense just struggled with Alshon Jeffrey. As we had ourselves a pretty good game too. So Kareen Lauderdale, Cordell Patterson has come back to earth. Defensively, we had 2 sacks and 1 interception by Lindsey Pipkins. Nice job, Pipkins. So it's week 7, and that means I can shop 3 players on the market, and then week 8 try to pick up a new player. Remember, it's 2 offers. Offer and counter offer, so I can't I have to be careful with that. But I've decided to see if the injured. Oh, you can't trade him if he's injured. Well, guess what? You tore your abdominal muscle right at the right time, so he is staying for a bit, and instead we're gonna put Aaron Jones on the trade block. I don't think anybody else is on the trade block. Let me just look. Hey, look, it's Cole Madison, the guy that never showed up. Is he on a trade block? No trade block for you. Interesting that I don't have a backup center. Mike Sullivan, Richard Rodgers. So we put Aaron Jones on the trade block. We're going to put Clay Matthews on the trade block. I'm going to do this because I need to free up some salary cap. I would have done... And then also on the trade block, we'll put Richard Rodgers on the trade block. Okay, there's our 3 players that went on the trade block. And we have 18 million negative funds. It's not good. Alright, let's advance. Yep, so I got my 3 on the trade block. Let's advance to the next week. Be right back. Jordan Matthews is back, and also is Calvin Pryor. So I'm going to put Jordan Matthews in the 3rd slot, but make Cordell Patterson the slot receiver. And there is a trade offer for Clay Matthews. A wide receiver in a 5th round, a defensive tackle, a 5th and a 7th, a 3rd and a 5th, a 3rd, a 5th, a 7th, a 3rd, a 7th, a wide receiver, a 3rd, and I have to think about this. But before I do that, because we got a long time, we can look at improve my team. We can look for one player to try to get. So we're not any good guards. Oof. Alright, I gotta take a look. It's gonna take a minute. Rams have the best deal. 3rd and a 5th of next year's draft for Clay Matthews, who just signed a 3-year deal. I'm not ready to give up on him yet, though he is definitely on the downslide, and I'm not gonna pull the trigger. This offer is for a 1-year rental defensive tackle that wouldn't even start, so we'd have to go with Vince Beagle as our rushing linebacker, and it'd just be too big of a hit. So, no one really gave us any offers we wanted. And then also improving the team. The only player that I think looks halfway decent is also on the end of their contract. It's either Jordan Lewis or Akilo Witherspoon here, but they're both at the end of their contract. Before I end the episode, I wanted to show you that we had the Randall Cobb Revenge Bowl, and Randall Cobb got the better of us. So if we take a look here, Alex Smith outplayed Aaron Rodgers. Not really. 3 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, but he was more effective on his completion percentage, I guess. Where is that? 76% of his passes completed. Rushing wise, Chris Thompson, Aaron Jones had the best average. These averages are terrible. Receiving, Jordan Reed was pretty good. And then you can see Randall Cobb, he had 1 touchdown, which is enough to be the game deciding factor. So Randall Cobb did win the game for them. Green Bay came out and was always down and tried to make a go of it at the end there, but just ran out of time. And then the other game was the Vikings game I just played. I see Green Bay starts off strong and then kind of falters, and that's been kind of the motto, the whatever. So you see that though Kirk Cousins only had 2 touchdowns, he had no interceptions, and Aaron Rodgers was 3-2 rushing wise. Derwin Patterson had a great game, relatively speaking. I mean, 3.8 is not great, but we just are, I don't know, it wasn't, the defense is still shaky. So we had some sacks here. Clay Matthews had a pretty good 1.5 sacks, and just not getting enough turnovers. So that's going to be the end of it. I am concerned. I have negative 10 million funds, 5 games left, and I still have people that I got to sign, and I can't pay salary or signing bonuses right now because I have no money. So we're definitely going to try to get Clay Clark done. Let's figure it out. Look, you get about 10 million a home game. That's going to be $50 million. That's going to leave us with $40 million going into the playoffs. So we should be able to get Kenny Clark done. I'm not sure we're going to be able to get Mike Daniels done. I might franchise him. And I think Blake Martinez is gonna walk. This is gonna be a tough season. Tough season. We still got several weeks left. Six weeks left. So we're gonna take on the Denver Broncos next. And thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. See you guys soon for episode 14. Thanks. Bye.